Hello dear lovely soul, welcome to my channel. This is Soleil Rising. I am here with your 2023 yearly horoscope prediction, and this year has passed so fast, and it didn't pass yet. It's still November. But it feels like it has been passing by so fast, but so many things have been happening in 2022. But 2023 is also going to be kind of like filled up with events, but more positive and really cute events that I am excited to share with you guys. But before that, I would like to announce that I have created my first ever astrology work. Okay, apart from astrology videos, I have created astrology 2023 astrology calendar for you guys. This calendar includes a daily moon signs, full moon, new moons, eclipses, ingressions, when the planet is moving from one side to another side, the retrogrades, the direct phases of the planets, main transits, and with cute aesthetics. And first of all, it was really hard for me to even start. The idea has been in my head since even before I started this channel, and I have been having so many hesitations until like my friends and my family told me just do it. And I did it with a lot of hesitation. I did it, I finished it. It was a hard work, but guess what? Like, I was so excited to do it that I didn't even feel the pain, the tiredness. I loved it. I was super excited when it's finished. Of course, it can be polished and made much better, but for advanced level astrology, this calendar is created for people with basic knowledge. It includes all the symbols and decoding and how to use this calendar. Some of my techniques that I use with this kind of calendars that I would usually like write with my own hands and stick them on my walls, but this time I made it digitally. So if you want to purchase it, the links are down below. You can either print it out, you can just use it digitally. I'm gonna print it out myself. Unfortunately, I cannot sell the hard copy because I don't know where I am located in. Like, I don't know where I'm going to be tomorrow, so I cannot ship it to you. So if you want to print out the digital form, and yeah, you can download the digital PDF form and print it out. Please let me know your feedback. I really need your feedback because, of course, I think I will be upgrading it and making different versions for different types of levels of people with astrology background. I didn't want to include all the transits, like all the transits. It's going to be for me. If you want that kind of calendar with like every single day's transits and aspects, just email me because I am definitely having one for myself, because to make this kind of videos and to see what is going to come. Another announcement is that from now on, unfortunately, my astrology forecasts are going to be in a podcast form. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I think it's definitely better than nothing, because I was not able to record videos. I literally prepared videos, not videos, scripts, and what I'm gonna talk about, the forecast and transit, but I couldn't record videos because the place where I am staying at is not functionable for that kind of purposes. At the moment, nobody's at home, so it's a little bit, I don't feel too noisy. The neighbors are not here, so they are not noisy. And yeah, I'm in Italy. If you're curious, Italy is not silent enough to record videos, and I don't have a mic. So from now on, it's going to be in podcast version, like podcast style. So I think it's actually good, especially if you're like traveling, like driving a car. You can just listen to my beautiful voice. I'm being sarcastic. Don't think I'm arrogant. No, it's just a sarcasm from Capricorn person. Yeah, I'm going to record it under my blanket, so it's like it has like better acoustic and soundproof. So I hope you will like it. I am skipping November forecast because I think it's too late, and people who prefer astrology or want to know about astrology, they have already watched their November forecast. But let me know if you need. So this is your 2023 astrology forecast. I hope you like it. Please make sure to subscribe if you're not, because like it's super important to know that there is someone who is listening who needs this kind of forecasts. To me, it's super important. So let me know if you're interested by subscribing and liking this video, sharing, of course. And from next year, I'm going to implement some new things. I am not only an astrology person, I am interested in increasing and improving the vibration of our planet, manifestations, affirmations, positive energy. This is what I care about. Positive energy, unbotheredness, and love. So, I'm wishing you so much love, so much positive energy for 2023, and of course for forever. And see you later. Hello, dear Tauruses. Welcome back again. This is your 2023 astrology horoscope forecast. And what a year! 2022 has been super eventful for Tauruses, especially since the North Node and the South Node were playing a huge role in your life in self-discovery and even partnerships. So it is going to be still influenced until around July. So you will still have the similar vibe until July of 2023. But the year itself holds a lot of different and vibrant transits, ingressions. Of course, we also have Mercury retrograde, but in addition, we have Venus retrograde, and Mars is still retrograde until 12th of January. And let's begin with some major transits that are going to happen. And the first one, which is the most crucial one, is actually Saturn is going to change the sign. It has been in Aquarius since December 2020, and it was affecting your 10th house of career, status, and everything revolving around how other people see you, how you kind of show yourself to the world. So that's your public image. And when Saturn is in any kind of house, it usually gives a lot of restrictions, limitations, but also wisdom, because from all of these limitations and restrictions, you learn how to kind of survive and do as much as you can, more than you would usually do. So in this way, you're kind of learning and improving in a better direction. So Saturn has been in your 10th house from December 21st of 2020, and it is going to be there until March of 2023. So until then, you're still kind of going over your social status, how you are representing yourself to the world. Also, your work or your career has been either getting super stable and you're getting settled in your new career path, which was not easy for sure, or you're still discovering what you want to do, what kind of path you want to take in your career, which will be leading to your financial gain. So it's a little bit of struggle. It has been a struggle, and it is going to be a little bit tough until March. And from 7th of March, Saturn is moving to Pisces, and it is moving to your 11th house. So now that Saturn is moving from Aquarius to Pisces, it means you have already kind of finalized and learned the lessons about your status, your career, and now you're ready to move on to the next kind of chapter, next field, next theme of your life, which is going to be revolving around friends, around social groups. Again, it's also your public image. It's about creating or organizing some kind of communities, some kind of groups. It can either be you will be the person who will be opening some kind of communities or working with a team on some kind of project, or you will be teaming up with a friend or group of friends to create something, a project of your own, which is definitely going to be around innovation, around spirituality, because Pisces is the spiritual sign, but it is also the house of dreams coming true. So maybe during this period, even though Saturn is all about limitations and restrictions, it can mean that you will be kind of getting rid of some dreams or some plans that you wanted to do before, but now you will be more focused on one project, because Saturn is, I wouldn't say it's about perfectionism, but it's about kind of crafting one thing and then moving to the next. So it really looks like maybe you have been having so many dreams, so many plans, and now you will be fully focusing on one project, polishing it, crafting it, and making it like the best version that you can possibly ever make. But because of this, it can mean that you will be restricted from being social. So because you will be super busy with your one super crucial important project, you will be either distancing yourself from your friends or from a social life, from social media, or you will be feeling like you are kind of not supported, or you're not with your friends. But it is totally normal, because if you have a dream, I mean, according to Saturn, you will be moving towards it no matter what, and all of the distractions will be moved away from you. So that's pretty cool. And it is going to be there until next 2024, because the whole year of 2023 from March, Saturn is going to be in Pisces, right? And another major event that is super major, it's a major I'm gonna repeat this again, it's a major event. Jupiter has been in your 12th house in Aries during this year, this 2022. It has been in your 12th house, and when Jupiter is in the 12th house, usually people become more spiritual. Usually people become more aware of what they truly desire, what their soul want, and basically it's a lot of spiritual growth. With Jupiter in the 12th house, it's a spiritual growth, it's a creative art growth. It can also mean that during this period when Jupiter was and is in your 12th house, you were seeing a lot of dreams, you were having a lot of inspiration for writing, for doing something related to art. Your dreams were kind of the dreams that can mean something. So if you were seeing dreams, they were more like guidance to you, or some kind of decoding or spiritual messages from your higher self to you. And when Jupiter is in 12th house, people usually start meditating because they want to be more connected to themselves. And if you haven't done that, it means that in your 12th house, Jupiter can be manifested as working abroad, or dealing with immigration, traveling abroad, but basically being away and isolated from your common and more known circumstances, because 12th house is all about isolation. It's about moving abroad and applying for immigration, getting those documents, everything foreign. It can also mean that you have been probably working from home, but your source of income was also probably from being not around other people. So you were doing some kind of job, and it could have been the job that other people, like people close to you, who didn't know about it. And the coolest part, it's really great, is that Jupiter is moving from 16th of May of 2023. It is moving to Taurus house. to Taurus. Oh my God, to Taurus, to your own first house. Please make sure to watch and listen to other podcasts with your sun, rising, and your moon, because it will resonate more, especially with rising. That's why I'm saying when Jupiter moves into your first house of Taurus, I'm referring to Taurus risings. This is an amazing, just like the best transit and opportunity for Tauruses who have been going through a lot of self-discovery, identity crisis, partnership loss, or like gains. Like, you have been having a lot of turbulence in the past year. And now when Jupiter comes into your own sign, to Taurus, from May, it means basically you have a green light for anything. Literally anything, because first house is responsible for everything that revolves around you. It can be studies, it can be your dreams coming true, it can be immigration, it can be receiving inheritance, buying a car, having really great house, like buying the house or buying some things for your house, discovering something new for yourself. So everything that will be some kind of value for you, it's going to be really manifested because of Jupiter being in Taurus. It's literally the best period for you to achieve your goals, to go for it, do whatever you always wanted to do. If you wanted to open your own business, go ahead. If you wanted to release a song, do it. If you wanted to do something like something that was deep in your heart and you didn't try, now it's the time, because you have all the support from Jupiter. However, one thing that Jupiter can bring that can be kind of negative, but if you want it, it's great too, is that when Jupiter is basically the planet of expansion. When it is in the first house of physical body, it literally can expand your body. You might have sudden weight gain. So make sure to not be stressed out about it, or control your diet, because Jupiter in Taurus means a lot of food intake, because Taurus is all about food. And with Jupiter, it means you will be more inclined to eating more. So if you don't want to be expanded, if you don't want your body to be bigger, maybe you can start kind of controlling what you eat, because when Jupiter is in Taurus, Taurus rules nutrition and diet. Maybe you will also start really taking care of your health and what you are putting into your mouth. You will be really cautious about, I don't know, organic, non-organic. You will be really caring about what you will be eating. That's super important for you. Okay, moving on to another major aspect, or transit, ingression. Basically, it's an ingression. So, Pluto, the planet, or not the planet, whatever it is, however you perceive it, it's one of the planets in astrology that is the furthest. It's super far from Earth, but it still has its own influence individually and collectively. And Pluto has been in Capricorn from 2008. And for you, it has been in the 9th house. So for Tauruses who are already, who are in their 30th, it can resonate more, because you probably remember your life before 2008. For those who are younger than 30, it's a little bit hard, because you might feel this has been your whole life. 9th house. So 9th house means, again, something spiritual, but it's also about education. It's about living abroad, getting a degree, or having some kind of lawsuits and fighting with some kind of companies, or having some kind of legal businesses. So when Pluto is in the 9th house, and it has been there like for almost a decade, most of your transformation has been revolving around moving abroad, traveling abroad, around your education, around your belief system. What do you believe in? Your spirituality. Now, from 23rd of March, Pluto is going to enter new sign of Aquarius. Pluto is going to move to your 10th house of career and status. Guys, listen, this is pretty cool because you have been dealing with your career and your status, polishing it and kind of making it stable in the past 2 years, right? 2020, 2021, 2022. And when Saturn moves out of that house from your career and status house, you kind of live, your 10th house is already polished. There is a base, and from that base, you can build stable things. So when Pluto goes to the 10th house, Pluto is the planet. It represents royalty. It represents something of higher power, someone who has so much power. So, since you have already worked on your 10th house, it means you can build on it. You can stably grow and build. Pluto going to your 10th house from 23rd of March of 2023 for a short period of time is going to show you what kind of influence you are going to have on your career and your status. It's going to be more showing what kind of influence you will have from your career and from your status to the world, to that society, to that community that you are building, to that project that you are doing, to that dream that you want to accomplish, right? And it is going to be there for a short period of time. So 23rd of March until 11th of June. So during that period, you can just see the vibes, because it's gonna go back into Capricorn from 11th of June, and then from 2024 you will be fully invested in your career, in your status. You will be influencing the world and people around you for the next 10 years, for the next upcoming decade, because Pluto goes around in one sign for more than 10 years, right? 2008, 2023, so that's 15 years. So that's going to be your next theme, the next work that you will be concentrating on. It won't be so super visible. It's the work that you will be putting from other things that you do that is going to be directly influencing your career and your status. This is just amazing. Like, Tauruses are growing strong. They're becoming more influential, of course, after so much trauma, after so much heartbreaks, and after so much I might say depression as well, because there was a lot of self-discovery and understanding yourself. So that's super cool. Another great thing that is happening for Tauruses is that at the moment, today I'm recording, it's lunar eclipse is today. What day is it today? 8th of November. Today is actually a full moon, a lunar eclipse in your own sign. And it means that North Node and South Node, they are currently in the sign of Taurus and Scorpio. So for you, that's self-identity and partners. So learning new things about yourself, letting go of the partners who no longer serve you, or growing and getting to the next stage with your partners. But it's all after you discover yourself. And this kind of theme is going to continue until 18th of July. You will be still rediscovering yourself, understanding what kind of partners you want in your life, and who are you letting go. And it's also contracts and working on some kind of legal documents. From 18th of July, these nodes are going to change signs to Aries and Libra. So What does it mean? You have been working so much on understanding your values, understanding what value you bring to your partners so far. That's like 1.5 year. That's what you have been discovering. Maybe for right now you might not notice it, but try to like do a closure and write down what you have learned in the past year and a half. You will notice that there has been a lot of work put in self-discovery and your values and other your partner's values in your life and your values in their lives. Now that you have discovered your values, when the north node goes to Aries, to your 12th house from July, all of your attention, basically your theme, is going to be deeper self-discovery. It's going to be spiritual growth. Now that you know what your physical body needs and wants, now you will discover what your soul, what your true self actually need. And at the same time, the south node is gonna go to your 6th house of health, of work. It means you will be working so hard, you will be putting so much effort into, I don't know, making money or doing something. Your routine is going to be very, very tight. It can cause some kind of health problems. But since you will be spiritually growing, no matter what you do, art, painting, reading, writing, literally yoga or swimming, through those kind of practices, not only you will balance out your health problems. I don't want it to happen, but in case if there is some kind of health problem or there is kind of a stress on your health situation, you will be dealing with it through spirituality, through meditation. So it's perfect time for Tauruses to truly, fully invest themselves into meditating, doing breathing techniques, working on your soul. Also, it can mean that maybe during this period 2023 2024 you will be probably having a pet that can be like the pet that will be so connected to you, to your soul, that it will be almost like healing you. So that's also amazing. But it can another interpretation is that you will be super busy to accomplish some kind of plan, some kind of dream that we have already discussed. There is some kind of project that you really, really want to work on, or the life will direct you to choose only one and work on it. But the thing is, since Saturn wants you to polish it, to craft it, your routine is going to be super tight. So you will be working really long hours, or maybe you will try to fit in so many tasks in 1 hour that you might be feeling exhausted. That is why during this period it's super important. The lesson that you should learn next year, because these are karmic nodes, the lesson that you should learn next year is to balance. How to balance your work life and your personal life. Like personal doesn't mean like private life with partners. No, it's you. How to balance out your mind, the working mind, and the mind that needs to be spiritually awakened. I hope it makes sense. Just if it doesn't make sense, come back to this podcast video, whatever it is, next year, and you will understand what I mean. Right, now we should move on to the next things. Right, before I move on to retrogrades, there are some major important transits aspects that are happening. So I'm going to start with the one that is more like the one that has more tension is Jupiter in Taurus is squaring Pluto in Aquarius. So for you it's happening, your 1st house is squaring your 10th house. So since Pluto is moving and has moved into your 10th house of career, and Jupiter has also moved into your 1st house of self, from 18th of May until 15th of June. That's going to be like around 1 month of tension between what you truly want and what you want to work on in your career and your status. Maybe you will be pushing yourself to do something that does not serve you to contribute to your career, or maybe you will be forced to get married to someone. Like, it can happen like in arranged marriages. So I'm bringing as many interpretation as I can because not everyone is the same. So there is some kind of tension between what you truly want, what you truly desire, and what you want to show or what you want to do in your career, or how the public will see you. Yeah, for example, for public figures, it can mean maybe you will do something that will be kind of backlashing with what you're putting on to the world, like to other people's attention. So be kind of I wouldn't say careful, but just be prepared if something happens to calm yourself down and try to, I don't know, meditate and try to breathe in and breathe out, because it could be a little bit stressful and we don't need that. We only need positive energy, right? The more positive energy, the better you will survive this square, this tension. All right. Now, next thing. Next transit is Jupiter and Taurus sextiling Saturn in Pisces. All right. So, this is quite interesting. I've just noticed that I have been recording with a weird noise. I'm bringing my apologies. So, from now on, I hope it's better. So, let's continue. So, Jupiter sextiling Saturn in Pisces. So your first house is having really great time with your 11th house. What does it mean? So again, first house is you. Literally what you want, what you need, everything about you. And 11th house is your dreams coming true, is your projects, it's your teamwork, it's your social life and community, right? So it really looks like that during this period, which is from 30th of May until 10th of July, this period is going to be so smooth and so kind of positive for you. Personally, you will be super connected to the project that you're working on, or you will be really finding so much joy in what you do with your group, with your team, around some kind of community, around some kind of group that you're working on. So it means you will be really enjoying and having so much fun, or so much bliss, so much joy, and you will be super grateful for what you're doing. Your soul will be kind of happy in the seventh cloud from happiness. So that's also amazing period for you to, if you want to work harder, you won't feel so much stress, or you won't feel tired as much, because of the excitement, because of the positive energy, everything will be vibing for you. The next thing we're going to have is actually Neptune in Pisces, Pluto in Capricorn, and Uranus in Taurus, having this triangle called bisextile. They are going to be in really positive connection from 5th of August until 23rd of October. That's quite a long period, which is super positive, which is again like a green light for things related to your 11th house, to your 9th house, and to your first house. So guys, again, this looks quite interesting. So 11th house, your dreams coming true, your community, the work that you are doing with your team, your social life. 9th house is the house of abroad. It's the house again of spirituality, your beliefs, the house of traveling to other countries, to other places, learning something new, and your first house of self. And Uranus brings sudden changes, sudden transformations because of Pluto. Pluto is transformation, and Neptune is all about spirituality and all about your soul. So again, you are definitely going to be working on the project, your dream. But it is at this point from 5th of August until 23rd of October, that period is going to be around either kind of launching this project that you have been working on, or getting it to new lens, or working around people, or working with foreigners when it comes to this project, to this thing that you are doing. For people who are not working on some kind of projects, or are not kind of opening communities or some kind of groups, it can mean that you are going to be attending some kind of conferences that are going to bring you closer to your dreams and will also teach you so many lessons. Basically, all of these lessons, everything that you are going to learn, are going to be invested in you for your dreams. And these conferences can be related to either going to another country for the conference, or having a conference from foreigners, from related to foreign world, foreign land. That's quite amazing. And now before I end this podcast or video, whatever it is, we are going to go over the retrogrades, right? The year starts with Mars retrograde in Gemini. It is going to be in kind of retrograding in Gemini until January 12th of 2023. And for you, Gemini is the second house of money, right? And Mars is all about aggression. Second house is also the house of resources. Maybe during this period, which has already started in October of 2022 until January, you have been backlashing or having a lot of tension or problems with having the resources, or you were receiving the income, the salary that was not satisfying for you. So you will be kind of rebellious against this kind of situation. There might be some kind of limitations to your resources, like literally it can be food supply or heating system, something related to that was restricted. And that's a retrograde. During this period, all you have to do is go with the flow. Do not plan anything. Don't follow the plan, because plans are going to be changed a lot. So if you don't know about this, you'll be super stressed. But if you're prepared, you'll be unbothered, which we want. We want to be unbothered, in positive, good mood, so that you can survive this period with ease, because it's not easy. So yeah, shortages when it comes to your resources, literally financial resources. If you wanted to have, I don't know, investment or some kind of income during this period, it will be a little bit hard. But after 12th of January and onwards, from like February, but mostly March, everything will be better in the second house themes that I've just mentioned. Another retrograde we're going to have is Venus. Venus is going to be in Leo from June of 2023, and it is going to be there until October. Let me check my calendar. If you want to purchase my calendar, you can just check the link down below, just promoting, a student life, student creating calendars. So Venus is going to be in Leo from 5th of June, and it is going to be in your 4th house. Interesting. So from 5th of June until October. Let me check the dates. It is going to be there until 9th of October. But throughout that long period, it is going to go retrograde. It is going to go retrograde in your 4th house. So, Venus in the 4th house, what does it mean? Well, 4th house is all about your parents, especially your mom, and your real estate. For example, if you work with houses and real estate. And it can also mean the place where you live in and the place where you feel comfortable the most. You know, the place that you call home. It doesn't mean the place that you are born in. For some people, yes. Some people don't associate themselves with the place that they were born in, right? So wherever you feel comfortable. And when Venus is in the 4th house, it means you will be really comfortable in the place that you're going to live in. It's a long period. June, July, August, September, 5 months, October, 5 months. That's a long period, which to me shows that you will be either going back and forth around either purchasing an apartment or a house, or you will be redecorating the house, the place where you will be living in, or you will be working on your relationship with your parents, with your mom, and with your family. And let me tell you, Venus is your own planet. It's the planet of love. I can tell you that the relationships that you will be working on with your family, with your parents, with your mom is going to be definitely positive. And now let's move on to Mercury retrogrades. Guys, listen, this is super important. There are 3 types of people, no matter what is their signs. But yeah, it actually matters. So it matters if you know your rising sign, your moon. If you know, the better. It's good, basically. Oh my god, see, I'm already stuttering. So Mercury can affect people in 3 ways. 1, do not affect at all. 2, mildly, the Mercury retrogrades, and highly. So I'm gonna give you the dates for people who are mildly influenced by Mercury retrogrades and people who are really influenced by Mercury retrogrades. So people who are mildly influenced by Mercury retrogrades, we're going to have 4 of them in the year of 2022. But I would say fully we will have 2, like fully happening in 2023, and the rest, the 2 are going to be connected with 2022 and 2024, right? The first Mercury retrograde is happening in Capricorn from 29th of December 2022 until 18th of January 2023. These dates are for people who are mildly affected by Mercury. And it is going to be in your 9th house of foreign lands, passports, immigration, traveling abroad, education, spirituality, growth, and learning. Right. When Mercury is in the 9th house and it is going to retrograde, you will notice that during this period, you will really want to travel. You'll be like, I have to go there. Or maybe the life will be like directing you towards going somewhere, traveling somewhere. So if you cannot delay those periods, if you cannot delay the lawsuits or exam, like if you have exams and you cannot retake them, then we cannot do anything. But if you can, if you cannot, make sure to double, triple check all of your documents. All of the documents. Check the letters, check the names, check the dates, check the time. Super important. For people who are highly influenced, are going to be influenced by this retrograde until February 7th. So, if you want to ship something to another country, just delay it. Just wait until February 7th ends. Because if you ship during this period, something, it might get lost. If you are traveling somewhere, please make sure to check your passport as much as you can, check your seats, check your tickets, and etc. You got the point, right? People who are influenced the most, they know what I'm talking about. The next retrograde is actually happening in Taurus, in your own sign, in your first house. It is from April 21st until May 15th for people who are mildly influenced. For people who are really highly influenced, it's going to be affecting you from April 7th until 31st of May. So this one I cannot say something specific because it's the first house. So one thing for sure I can tell during this period, please do not change your style. Do not think about, I don't know, changing the color of your hair, cutting your hair, doing something with your style, with your body, with your clothes. No, don't. If you want to get one advice from this video or podcast, it's just during Mercury retrograde, it's a no. When I say no, it's a no. Right. Especially surgeries during this period. Please delay if you can. If you can't, delay. I don't know. It's urgent. Okay, do it. But if you can delay some kind of surgeries or even like teeth, your visits to dentists, please delay, especially if it's like a surgery removing a tooth. But it's good time for checking up. But even during this period, when you go for a checkup, there might be something that they will miss. The doctors might miss something, so you will have to come back again and again and again and again. So yeah, do everything before these periods or after, right? The next retrograde is going to be in Virgo, in your fifth house of love, for mildly influenced people from 23rd of April until 15th of April. That's the period of the retrograde. And for people who are highly influenced, it's from August 4th until September 30th. Well, guys, during this period, Mercury is definitely going to show its true sides, which is exes coming back. Many people who have had some kind of crush on you are going to come back and tell you about their feelings, and you'll be like, oh my god, falling in love. If it's a person that you know, perfect. If you don't know this person, if it's somebody new that is coming to your life and showing love, it can be just a fling. And after the Mercury is direct, the relationship might just like disappear and vanish and finish. So again, during this period, don't fully invest your heart into somebody that you don't know. Okay. God, it all sounds so negative, but trust me, Mercury retrograde is perfect time for checking what has been missing, what was wrong, what are some mistakes that you have done. It's perfect time for analyzing, redoing, restarting. And I have all of the information about what to do and what not to do on my calendar, which you can purchase, and in some old videos that you can find on my YouTube channel. And last retrograde is going to be in Capricorn, again in your 9th house. So there is something happening with your foreign related things, your education and your spirituality, and some kind of legal documents and immigration. You will still be working on that from the beginning of the year, and again you will be faced with something related to that in the end of the year. So from December 13th of 2023 until January 2nd, 2024 for mildly influenced, and for highly influenced people from 25th of November until January 21st of 2024. Wow, it has been a long podcast, but I fully enjoyed every single bit of it. I hope you did too. If you're interested in a consultation with me, you can email me, and I will be uploading my new website soon. So please make sure to check the descriptions down below. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please, what are you waiting for? I just gave you 1 hour, almost 1 hour free forecast, which you cannot find on YouTube. So I think my work is valuable. Cannot wait for you to join my community, the community of people who want to stay unbothered and in positive energies. So cannot wait for you, and thank you so much. I'm wishing you so much love. A lot of transformation is happening for you, Taurus. Is still happening. It is going to continue happening, but it is definitely going to be for a better purposes. For it's going to be the base, your fundament. No, it's not the word, I think, in English, but yeah, it's going to set really good ground, good base for your future endeavors. And cannot wait to see you on my next video podcast. Thank you so much. It was Ali Rising, sending you lots of love.